How's it doing, everybody? My name is Anthony Beckford. Most of y'all know me as Anthony B. Um, Making this video right here, you know, really don't want to, but circumstances has brought it on to where, Friday that just passed, it was November 21st, my daughter, and as most of y'all know, is, who I have all the time with me, take care of her all the time, Harmonee Beckford, she was taken from her mother while I was, you know, going to a photo shoot. Um, Mother did it kind of sneaky and dirty. Lied about her having wake appointments. It was agreed that she was going to bring her down to her grandmother's house for the weekend, as she always, goes to her grandma's house on the weekend. It's a routine. Because I really don't have have her by herself because her mother is not it's not fit to be a parent. Basically, she already regrets the two children that she had already. So it's, which I took care of, which is crazy. Um, as it goes, her mother, Shavon Taylor, abducted my daughter. I'm asking all you for your help and your support. And those of you who have been given help and support, I thank you. Those of you who will, I thank you in advance. Don't mind my eyes; they're red. There's nothing like the tears of a father, man. You know, I love all my children, so when it comes that I can't see them or they're taken away from me, it's a problem. So belief is that she's in Catskill, New York, um, around people who really didn't care about any of these kids here. Um, her mother's side of the family. They just have they just take care of the kids and just for money, food stamps, stuff like that. They don't really care about them or nurture them or bring them up the right way. I was that hope and beacon that that her other two kids had, basically. We started teaching them how to do things the right way in life and home. Everything had shown them that their parent was there. But most of y'all know I went to a medical conference last weekend. Jesus, what date was that? That was the weekend of the 15th. Yeah, so I left out the 14th. Kind of find out that weekend also, she left out early, and basically she went to, woke up, she was gone. She said that she was at she said that she was ice skating with the girls, going ice skating with the girls, so she couldn't pick up my daughter. Like I, asked her to do and told her that it needs to be done. She agreed to do it, to pick up my daughter from my mom in Brooklyn, and she didn't do it. Like she's giving me the runaround. I'm like, I'm letting her know, hey, how are you choosing ice skating over your child? No priorities, like any parent, when you have your children, they are everything to you. So ice skating and the earth, all that could be delayed. It could be delayed, for your child. But she didn't. So something told me to just go get my daughter. So I went and got my daughter. Most of y'all understand. I walk with a cane. Body hurts. Injuries due to the Marine Corps and to being a pro boxer in life. But I still do for my child. And I still do what I can for my for all my children. No matter what the hardship is, no matter what the hurdle in a way. I try to make sure I put I put myself and my needs aside, and I put my pain aside, to make sure that they're good. But enough about me. Let's go on with the situation. So, wondering where the kids were, they weren't here. So I'm like, okay, like I said, my daughter was still, in Brooklyn. So I want to go pick her up, and brought her back. It was late. It was like probably like 9 o'clock at night. So. She already knows that's her bedtime. Washed her up, put her to bed. Read her, her bedtime story. We said our, good night prayers. She told me she loved her. I told her, baby, I love you. Routine. Something that all parents should do. With their children, especially at the young age, of 2, like my daughter is. It instills within them, and it continues the cycle, a positive cycle. So what ended up happening is that I went to sleep, woke up the next morning because I have a habit of waking up early due to the Marine Corps, and I saw that the other two kids were here. So I went in the room. I woke up. The oldest one, Davina, who's 15. And I said, "Hey, you got school. Wake up. It's 5:30. Go do your responsibilities. Walk the dog. Come back. Take a shower. Get dressed. Go to school." And I asked her, I said, "Wait, but by the way, where's your mother?" She was like, "Oh, she had went to Catskills." Wow. I'm like, "Why she went to Catskills? But she left y'all here? Wait, hold on. Where were y'all at?" She told me that she went ice skating with y'all. Oh no, she didn't go ice skating with us. We were with her friends. And those of you who don't know who her friends are, one of her friends was a dope dealer and just had a boyfriend who just got out of jail. He's not getting out of jail. He's bailed out, and he's a dope dealer, and also he's on trial for attempted murder. So these are the people she had her two children around. So of course y'all know I got livid with that. So I said, "Oh hell no!" All right. So I said, "No, yo, get everything ready and stuff like that. Go to school." So I'm texting her. I'm like, "Hey, you lied to me. You said that you was ice skating with the girls. Like, what are you doing in Catskills?" I'm like, "Let me guess. You went out there to sell drugs and left your kids here." And she said, "Yeah, I was doing what I did on the block." So that right there was like a second shocker to me because I was like, "Hold on, you was out here selling drugs too? Wow, huh? No wonder you used to come in, And she had this habit of coming in at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and would sleep throughout the whole day. Her kids only see her for 1 or 2 hours max a day. She would have helped them, myself and Davina would help out, 6-year-old MoAsia with her homework, and teach her and stuff like that. But yeah, she doesn't do anything. But then she's never really been there for her kids. It's like, especially when I came out, because she used to always send her kids off to other people. Then when I came around, stuff like that, I noticed that she was disappear. She go hang out, and then basically that's what she was doing out there selling drugs. The crazy thing is that with her, not only did she abandon her children, but she abandoned them to go sell drugs in another city. And Catskills, where she's from, that's where her mom lives. So evidently, her mother and her family knows what she does, and they support her in this. And because, they were all right with it because she was staying with them doing it and had it in their house. But not only that, but I'm sending her a text message trying to get the whole gist of the story. And then she said that she had to go up there to sell drugs because she was being investigated by the police out here in New York. So now you're a fleeing criminal, but then also you transported drugs. So this is the type of mother she is. Okay? So then she doesn't come back until Thursday, which was let me not lie to y'all, Thursday, which was the 20th. Yes. So she's been gone for 4 to 5 days now. Abandoned her kids. Okay? Wow. Good thing I was around because her kids probably would have been in the street or in here, something could have happened to them. Like I said, my daughter was good because she was with my mom. I picked her up. She's always with me wherever I go anyway. But then her other two children like, "Yo, are you serious?" But me being the man I am and being a responsible adult and a parent, I said, "Know what? I got y'all. I'm not going to show y'all what she's showing y'all. I'm going to show y'all that not every adult or parent abandons children. That not every adult or parent is selfish for their own needs and neglects any child. And anybody who knows me knows that's how I am. Just because you're not my child doesn't mean that, I won't do for you." And then, oh boy. So she comes back Thursday. I get on her, ask her questions about, like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do this to your children? Like, your daughter's not happy. None of your daughters are happy. Your 2-year-old daughter that always asks you every time you leave, "Are you coming back?" Because you're never back. You always leaving. Your 15-year-old can't even talk to you about stuff that she's doing at school or programs she want to do at school. Cause everything she wants to do in school, you tell her no, she can't do it. All the internships and opportunities that she have, you basically shut it, flush it down the drain. Your 6-year-old acts up because she wants your attention and you don't pay her no attention. That's not a parent. That's not a fit mother. Let alone you out there doing drugs and selling drugs. Come on, man. And then try to have your kids hang around these people and have these same people watch your kids? No. That's a negative. Now, she suffers from severe bipolarism and stuff like that, so evidently she's off of her rockers at times. So that's another thing, like she doesn't monitor herself and make sure that she's good to make sure her kids is good. But whatever. She'll go out there and get her hair done, but she won't get her kids' hair done and stuff. Go out and get her new clothes, stuff like that, but they will hardly get any new clothes. Their room will be messy. When I come around, I make sure that their rooms are clean. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay? But I don't want to bore y'all too much with this. Like I said, I'm asking y'all for your support and your help for me, to get my daughter back from this woman who abducted my daughter. And we're going to get to that right now, where on Friday, like I said, I woke up around 7 and it was like, hey, whoa, seeing that my daughter was dressed. I'm like, where y'all going? She's like, oh, Harmonee has a WIC appointment at 11 and MoAsia has one. MoAsia's a 6-year-old. She has one at 1. My gut felt wrong, but I was like, okay, they have a WIC appointment. Okay, cool. I was like, oh, got to be recertifications. You're bringing them. She said, yes. I said, all right, cool. And I made sure I warned her, do not sell the WIC, because there's times where I found out that she was going to the stores out here in the Bronx and selling my daughter's WIC checks, to get money for her to buy weed. So I used to get on her for that, to the point where I used to hide the WIC checks, and whenever it's time for WIC, I'll go and get the stuff from the store. Oh man, but I said, okay, cool, because I was going to bring my daughter to my mom early, but I was like, since they have WIC appointments, and I have a photo shoot at 3, and by the time I finish the WIC appointment, by the time I get to Brooklyn, I'm late for the photo shoot. Okay, cool. I'm going to trust you to bring my daughter down to Brooklyn to go be at her grandmother's house for the weekend, like she always is every weekend, and carry on with whatever you do. Well, around 2-something that afternoon on the 21st, I was heading to the FedEx pickup building in Brooklyn, and I texted her saying, hey, how's their appointments? And hey, my mom is here. My mom had half a day at work today, so she's home. You can go to bring my daughter down there early. It's 2 sons, so bring down there early. She didn't answer, so I called her. And actually, she got my text message. She said she only got the one about my mom being off work early, and then that she was about to leave the house and bring my daughter down there. And this is at just around like 2:30, 2:40. And she said this. All right, p.m., okay? I said, okay, cool. I said, well, how are their appointments going? She said, oh, man, good. And I have reminded her again, do not sell their WIC checks. Because come to find out, she gave her friend her EBT card, and her friend spent over $200 on it and left like $80 in it. What kind of friend is that leaves your kids hungry? All right, but that's besides the fact. That, and plus the fraudulent fact of that I found out that she has been claiming my daughter on her social service case. So she's been getting food stamps for my daughter, cash assistance for my daughter, and also going to find she's been having her friend collect child care payments for my daughter, but yet I always have my daughter. We have joint legal custody, but I have sole residential custody in Brooklyn with my daughter. So how is it that you're collecting food stamps or anything like this for my daughter? Because even when I see that my daughter had health insurance, I thought that she went about and got it regulated. So I said, okay, cool. I got health insurance, you got health insurance. Okay, you want to put her on your health insurance? That's all right, as long as my daughter's covered. But couldn't find out she was playing the system and being fraudulent. So that's going to be handled, separately. But anyway, sorry, I digress. But let me continue because I'm going on 15 minutes. I know y'all probably get to the point. So what ended up happening is around 7 o'clock the shoot ended, Around 7:15, I looked at my phone. I had a missed call from my mom. Called my mom. I said, let me guess. She didn't get there yet. She said no. I said, all right. I said, here's what's going to happen. And I started getting a sick feeling in my stomach, but I still didn't pay no mind. I said, well, I'm going to call her and find out how close she is. So I called her, nobody's picked up. Called her, nobody's picked up. Something, okay, maybe she's on the train. Oh, boy. So what ended up happening is I go down. I'm leaving. I was about to leave. I'm packing up my camera and stuff, and I'm texting her. I say, "Hey, where's my? Where the hell is my daughter at? She's supposed to be in Brooklyn." She's like, "Oh, she's fine. That's all you need to know." What are you talking about? All of a sudden, she texts me saying she needs to be MIA right now. Well, MIA for what? Because somebody tried to. She said, and quoting her. Somebody tried to set me up on a drug deal over the phone, on a sale over the phone, but I'm clean. And all those of y'all who know street slang, when a dope dealer, supposed dope dealer, somebody who try to live that life, but they're really not about that life, when they state that they're clean, that means they have no more product. Okay? So, what ended up happening is, I'm like, well, if it was a setup and you didn't do anything wrong, why worry? Why are you running? But they could have found out too. Also, two of her co-conspirators ended up getting shot over last weekend, so now she's fearful for her life. And the fact that the same people who she was dealing for, they were setting her up, so now she's fearful for her life. And she was told that the cops are investigating her, so she's fearful for her life. So what did she do? She ran with my daughter and her two other siblings, who fathers don't even know that she ran with them. Went to Catskill, where her mother, who didn't do anything for her or her siblings growing up, and would come to New York to go to the LGBT parade, but wouldn't come see her own grandkids. Being now they trying to act like they are family of the year, mother and grandmother of the year, but yet you just abducted my daughter. You don't have she doesn't have sole residential custody. So why is it going on day, what's it been? It's been 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 4 days now that I have not seen my daughter. And all I get is text messages talking about, we're all right, don't worry, we're all right. Screw the being all right, where's my daughter? Give me a location, give me an address, because I want my daughter back. She's not supposed to be with you. We have a parenting plan agreement, notarized, signed, and everything like that, stating that there's joint legal custody. That means you can see my child, but I have sole residential custody. So that means my child stays and lives with me. So I filed 2 police reports. Of course, their hands are tied because of the fact of, that it's joint legal custody. So I have to do the whole court thing so that way they can have their hands untied, so that way they could go about and arrest her for kidnapping, and child endangerment, child abduction, and so on like that, because also she ransacked the place. So also criminal mischief, because a lot of my daughter's stuff got thrown around, my stuff and stuff like that, when I came here. It literally looked like somebody was searching for drugs or something like that and abducted somebody. That's how it really looked, because even when the police came both times, Friday night and Saturday morning, like they were like, "Whoa, what's going on? What is this?" And I'm like, "Exactly." So, I showed them all the evidence, the stuff that she used to do, the stuff that she did, and that's how she is, how unfit she is, So the officers on July 22nd, which was Saturday, July, sorry. The officers on November 22nd, which was Saturday, they at least they spent 2 hours with me, consoling me, trying to make sure I was good, and trying to figure out where she was, whether she was in the Bronx or Catskill. And, it was confirmed that she's in the Catskill, and she's trying to drag my daughter and her other 2 children into her life of mess, craziness, and whatever. Because also, she stole my medication, because my medication is gone. Some of my medication is gone, and that's crazy. There's there's substances, drug substances, that was in her bedroom and stuff. It's crazy. Underneath her bed, the bed was all broken up and thrown all over and stuff like that. In her drawer, there's powdery substance in there. There's pills with in an unmarked bottle in there. Syringe, like it's crazy. So bringing all this evidence, photos and everything like that. Also the time calls that I did that she didn't pick up, and text messages of her denying me the location of my child, and denying bringing my child, not complying with bringing my child back to her father who has sole residential custody. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm asking for your help. So that way we can untie hands even more. So that way, not only can the officers be a part of this even more, but I want the state itself to back me fully 100% in this. So that way my child Harmonee Beckford can return back safely. Those y'all who know her knows that she loves, to write her name, draw her name. She loves her father. She loves her grandmother. She loves her aunt. She loves her friends. She has, she has everything. She has, her tablet here and stuff. Her purse is still here. Basically, all her clothes and stuff is still here. But then again, I'm the one that provided all that for her, as well as her grandmother. So, it's like, come on. Like, even the stroller she took, her grandmother, Harmonee's grandmother bought that stroller. Because we have 3 strollers here. Harmonee's grandmother bought that stroller there. So basically, he's like, come on, like, what are you doing? It's ridiculous. I did speak to my daughter, though, yesterday for a minute. And, it was a quick, brief conversation because of her mother. My daughter's confused because she's wondering where her father's at. Because I'm like, hey, she go, hey, daddy monkey, because we call each other monkeys. I'm like, hey, mother, little baby monkey, and stuff. I say, grandma miss you, I miss you, everybody misses you, And then she asked me, will daddy be back soon? I'm like, no, baby, Harmonee will be back soon with daddy, where she belongs. So, again, make this true. Make this happen. Help me in this fight to find this woman, Shavon Sirita Taylor, who is in Catskills, New York. Her mother, of course, had something to do with this because they were staying at her house. Her name is Rita Taylor, and I think her last name, she has a hyphen last name of Phillip. So Rita Taylor Phillip. I need y'all to find them. Find their location for me. Whatever you can do to help, I most appreciate it. Let me know. My number will be posted on here. Posted in the information area. But I'm gonna say to y'all is not area code 989-964-8713. If y'all want to email me, information, you can email me at ceoanthonyb@outlook.com or ceoanthonyb@gmail.com. I appreciate your help. I know y'all never hear stories about fathers who go through this. You always hear about mothers who go through this. Well, trust me, I'm not the first father that goes through this, and people look upon us like, whatever. When we tell these tales of our lives, but it really happens. So please, I'm asking y'all, help me, help my family, get my daughter back from this woman who was supposed to be her mother, but really was never her mother in her duties. And has neglected her duties as being a mother. Help me get her back to safety here. I'm also got a petition going on change.org. The link should be provided as well too. Sign the petition for me as well too, because I want to get everybody involved, from the senators to the governor to the mayor, to back me 100%. Not even back me, because legally my daughter is supposed to be with me all the time because I have sole residential custody. But I want them, through this experience, I want them to see that they need to stop tying these police officers' hands and let them go right away and make their arrest for when a father's child is abducted from him. Because if I was a woman, they would have been right away. But because I'm a man, they hesitate. Every day of an abduction, every hour that passed, is more that child is in danger. So that's all I gotta tell you for now. Harmonee, if you happen to see this, daddy loves you, daddy misses you. Daddy's gonna get you back, baby. Daddy's gonna get you back. Don't be scared. Don't worry. Daddy's gonna get you back. You're gonna be safe again. You know, don't even be mad at your mother. Right now, she's acting very erratic. You know, who knows what she's on, right? You know, don't worry about it. But just, you know, Daddy loves you, baby. And to everybody, like I said, she could be, you know, she's acting erratic. You know, she's not thinking straight, you know, and which could be a part of being the fact that she's, you know, the bipolar that she suffers from, and also for the fact of, you know, the drugs. You know, who knows what else she's on. You know, oh boy. Well, this is your boy, Anthony. Respect. Y'all have a blessed day. And again, help me help my daughter. Help me get my daughter back here safely. Thank you.